Good morning, everyone. I'm running a little late. It is 2 minutes of 8. The park is about to open, and I'm still in my room. And they don't have early magic hours this morning, so I gotta get myself out there quickly. I did order breakfast into the room to see what that was like. But now we're gonna head down and see what it's like to go into Disneyland Hotel to the monorail. I have got keys and putting the do not disturb on my door, and we're gonna head out. Now I am wearing a lighter outfit because it's going up to 70 today, so I'm hoping this is comfortable enough temperature. It is a little bit of a walk from here to the where there are two entrances to where you could actually go for going into Disneyland. One is where everybody seems to go, and the other is just for Disneyland guests. But the Disneyland guest is up by Fantasy Tower, so it's way up toward the front. So we'll see how we go. Talk to you soon. So you can get a really good look at that monorail slide, because that's awesome. All right, so we are now taking the cut through by the pool. Oh, there's a hot tub right here. Oh, people soup. Shh. I'll have to figure out which way I want to go. Trader Sam's has started opening for breakfast, so you can already see a cast member there. I will see if I do want to take a break, if I can do that. Yeah, they even have the fireplaces going now, and I think it's a real fire. No, maybe not. It's too consistent. All right. I am sleepy. So they're offering 2 entrances to downtown Disney. I want to go up to this one. I think it'll be less crowded. You can hear the Hawaiian music because we're Adventure Tower, and Trader Sam's is here. And Tangaroa Terrace, I believe. Yeah, see, everyone's walking through there. All right. Lots of music. All right, I am going to get you there. Let's talk about it as we're monorailing, or at least show you the monorail ride. So this is what happens when you get here at 8. Should have come earlier like I planned. It is 8:04 now. I'm going to see how long it takes me to get through all of this. Talk to you in a sec. Okay, so that only took 8 minutes. Not bad at all. I'm now standing in the line to take the monorail in. Now, the monorail here is a lot smaller than the one back home because that one is absolute transportation for everybody, whereas this is from downtown Disney into Tommorrowland and back to downtown Disney. So you actually have to have a park ticket to get into the monorail. Just a side note. All right. Let's see how long this takes. So like I said, I got here. I got into the park at 8:12. I'm now in line. It's about 8:13. And we'll see how long it takes till I actually manage to get into the park. Just so you can plan, because this is a very busy time of year. This is Christmas week. It is Monday, I believe. Yep, Monday. But if people are here for the holidays, they're here to celebrate for sure. So let's see how we do. Hey there. All right, so we may or may not get on the next train. It turns out that there's only one running, so that means it only shows up once every 15 minutes. So it's going to be a
Otherwise, it would be 30-minute wait, right?
Okay, that took 24 minutes because there's only one car running. They put 80 people in a car. They warned you in advance, and I just made it onto the last car. We're lucky. We're headed out. Let's take a look at the monorail. Hey, everybody else. We'll see you soon inside the park. Woo! It tilts when you go around a corner. Here's the parking lots. So there's downtown Disney parking here. I think what's interesting here is the park. You go through the park, so you're going to see it on both sides of us, and you will see part of the back side of the parks, which is not always. It's like they don't let you see a whole lot of that. Like, I mean, the Epcot monorail you do, but they really try to keep you in that pretty forward side. But because of the way this park is set up, that isn't really an option, you know. See, so well, now what they did do here, I like this, they've painted this so it looks like it's part of a fantasy world. What is this? I don't know these parks to know what I'm coming by. If you guys know the parks and you know what ride this green building is, put it in the comments. Green building is front of blah, blah, blah ride. It's in Go Away Green, and they've added trees so people at a distance will see the perspective of the trees. Loggers, so that might be Jungle Cruise or Indiana Jones. That's my guess. See, those are the lines we could have had. I don't know if you can see all the crazy lines of people going in. Yeah, those lines are so long. All right, so now we're going around the backside of Tommorrowland. And we can wave. I don't know. No, you can't see me when I wave. Space Mountain in the distance. I don't know if you see that there. But yeah, you get to see the backside of the functions, which East Boiler Plant. This is not something you would normally see. I am hoping 8:42. I have to be there at 9:30. If I can do it quickly, if they still have walk-ons, I'm going to do Autopia, and then I'm going to see if I can do Buzz Lightyear, and then go to the front where I'm supposed to meet everybody. So I've got 45 minutes to play with once we get off of this. So we're hoping. We'll see what they say. But since this drops me off in Tommorrowland, it should give me the ability to do that. I think that's old other monorail track. Do you see that over there? I don't know if you can see where I'm pointing. Yeah, see, this is like, that's monorail track like Disney World over there. So that must have been the original monorail they had, which doesn't work anymore. And that's Autopia, which I'm looking at doing. I didn't drive it last time. Leo drove it for me, and so I got to kind of enjoy it. The Matterhorn. Not going in there. The line for the Matterhorn is crazy. Woo! Going by Small World. Woo! There's Small World. It'll be drier today. I'm kind of looking forward to that as a concept. And now we're facing the outside of the park, there's Autopia again. Yeah, and Autopia is a pretty decent sized track here. I love the fact that it goes off-road. It's like you go under. It just makes me happy. There's storyline. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to show it to you, though, if I do this. So if I can, that's great. And if not, I'm sorry. These poor trees got to get cut back so often. It's so cool.
Oh, yeah. And maybe food. Which reminds me of like, then probably the train. It's like again. It's where we run this train.
And the Matterhorn. That's cool, so you can actually see track.
We're now approaching the Tommorrowland monorail station, our final destination. Please remain seated until the monorail comes to a complete stop. Then collect your belongings, watch your head, and step carefully.
Hey, look, you got all the characters from Nemo. Mine. All right, we have a plan. Let's go get on a car ride. Okay, guys, we're in the car. It's gold. I have no idea where we're going to do this. I'm going to see if I can film, and we'll go from there. It's lower than I remember, but not awful. Here we go. The good part is it has a railing, so unless you do something really stupid, you stay on the track. When I was a little kid, I ended up knocking it off the track. All right, so this is the stuff I was talking about. They have cool stuff on the sides of the road. They have, the do not bump to cars in front of you, but they have like speed signs, and they have like nature roads. It's not just like a random racetrack. The Tommorrowland one is the Tommorrowland Speedway, and you can tell it's a speedway The speed limit is 6.5 miles per hour. That tells me that's the speed this car is going. I am still bumping into the center railing because I'm only steering with one hand. Don't do that normally, guys. But I wanted to give you guys the driver's seat experience of what this is like. So yeah, so if you look over to the side here, I'm not, because I'm driving. But you can see all the neat stuff they're doing. Or up here, it's very Tommorrowland. And it's cool. And the road is interesting, and I like this. I have no interest in driving the Tommorrowland Speedway back home. I just don't. Sorry, I'm driving badly. Hold on. There we go. Picking up our speed again. Woo! All right, so they want me over here. I'm trying to center how I'm driving. And again, with one hand, it's harder to kind of negotiate that. They do say there's one speed, so you put your foot down all the way, and then you just hold it down. And that will keep you going the right pace. Oh, pretty red berries. Sorry. The little things in life. And it's a decent length track. Like, if a kid really wanted the experience of doing this is a way to do it. Oh, at night those lights are probably on. That would be pretty. Here we go. We're going to go off track now. And you see, it looks like, whoa, dirt everywhere. Woo! It's slowing down just a hair to turn. There we go. And you got kind of the highway look and the non-highway look. And it does take an effort to hold the gas pedal down. I'm going to be real honest. It definitely takes some effort. I'm also holding on to you really tight as if I was steering with you. All right, so they're warning now we got some turns coming up. Oh, did you guys see the street sign? That's the turn coming up. That is not what's happening next. Well, at least I hope that's not what's happening next. We're getting over toward the front part of Tommorrowland. Whoa, too far, sorry. Whoa, let me slow down and recontrol. All right. And we've gotten to the end, guys. And the bird and the astronaut are there. Yay! Well, and we do not hit this car. Wasn't that fun? It's not a boring course. So now we're waiting. We're keeping our foot off the gas until they're ready to bring us in to change up for the next people. I'm going to focus on that. And I will see you at the next ride. It's 9 o'clock. I got a half an hour. Let's do it. Okay, so I went to go board Buzz, and it said it was a 20-minute wait rather than a 5-minute wait. So I popped the Lightning Lane, which was for 4 minutes from when I was there. 5 minutes early, you can check in, so I walked right in, and I'm just about to board. It is 9:09, and I'll be able to do this and still make it all the way to meet my tour. Okay, so I have checked in for my tour. The specialty thing that they were giving us is the fireworks, which I've already done. However, they are going to give us the popcorn then. And it's popcorn with white chocolate. It is gluten-free. I looked at the ingredients. It's food dye because it's got pink and blue food dye on it. You can check in there between 8:45 and 9:15. I might check in, get the popcorn, and then leave. I'll see how good the spot is. It might be amazing. Maybe I'll live stream it for my Facebook fans. But I have already seen it, so it's not as important. But your spot is in the hub, like at the Mickey statue, the partner statue. I won't say it. We're doing the 70th anniversary tour. I'm waiting for my guide. There is generic filming as we're walking around, but when we stop and the guide talks, there is no filming, so I'll only be able to regale you with tales and stories and information after the fact. I'm not breaking the rules. I'm not going to disturb anybody on this. This is everybody's experience on this tour, not just me, so I want to make sure that it is as positive as possible. We will be stepping up a few steps to get into attractions. They did ask if I was capable of doing so, and I am. This is the 70th anniversary. They also have a Happy Haunts and a Holiday Time. So there is a Holiday Time one going on right now. I did not reserve for that one. It's similar probably to the one I did about the decorations a gazillion years ago. I don't remember if I was even vlogging back then. But they took us not only to see all the decorations and talk about the garland and the history and all that there, but they also took us behind the scenes tour. They build everything. And again, no pictures are allowed to be taken. No, I definitely wasn't. No pictures are allowed to be taken during the tour. And I found some woman like surreptitiously starting to take pictures in the back storage area. I had to let security, the tour guide know about it so they wouldn't, because I'm sorry, if you're doing it in the back area, you're stealing ideas. That's unfair. Okay, my opinion. Anyway, I'm gonna drink some water, chill for a minute, and then we got a walking tour. Talk to you soon. It's playing like, actually it's not Christmas music, a Lavender Dilly Dilly and a couple other songs. I don't know. It's basically, you get an earpiece, you get that lanyard, and this way she can talk in a normal volume. We can all hear, and then I got it at 25% right now because I didn't want to hear the music, but it'll bump up when she's ready to start talking to us. My feet hurt already, and I had to do some lunge stretching, but we should be okay. It's not going to be a running tour. It's not going to be constant. There will be moments of quick walking, and then I can slow down and just do what I need to do. I finished Tommorrowland, so I should look at that schedule while we're waiting. I'm looking for multi-passes to figure out the time that I want to book something, because I'll be ending right over by Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. And I said I was going to get a quick service lunch. I've done the flop over already. I already reviewed that for you guys, so I don't know if I want to do that again. But we'll see what happens. If I skip Tommorrowland instead, well, so Mickey and Minnie Toontown area is where the tour is going to stop. So if I end there, I'll probably do, I may do the flop over again, but I'll try to do the Runaway Railway, and that's when I want to try to book my fast pass for my Lightning Lane. And then maybe look at Small World as well once that's available, but it's not booking up fast enough. So the difference between Lightning Lanes here and in like Far Coast, in Disney World, you can pre-book 3 before you walk in, and after you've done the 3, then as you use one up, you can book another one, use one up, book another one, etc. So here, you're not allowed to book a Lightning Lane until you've tagged in for the day, which, if you take the monorail, includes the monorail. And then you can only book one on a rotating basis, unless the one you book is multiple hours out. And once 2 hours have passed, then you can book your next Lightning Lane. So that's what we're up against now. I have dinner at 5:30, and I wanted to see Fantasmic tonight. The fireworks. Oh shoot! I wouldn't even been able to get to get into the fireworks in the right time. I'll figure out what I'm doing. They kind of wrenches a few projects, but I'll see what Fantasmic is doing. But the Casey's train and the boats and Toontown are really the next things that I have on my list to ride. And then it looks like I've done the adventure. I did Tiki Room. I did Jingle Cruise, which Jungle Cruise. They don't do a Jingle Cruise this year. Stuff I missed. Parade at 3. Tomorrow's a really laid-back day, so I am... Alright, the music's back on. I am very likely going to sleep in on the last day. Well, go do breakfast and come back to my room and hang out for a little while. I am now really sad I didn't bring a bathing suit, because it is warm enough in the sun to go do that. This doesn't exist in Disney World anymore. Yep, they took it all. They took it all the way to becoming Cars Land area. So as I was just saying to a nice person there, that's Frontierland over there, and that's where we joined the Riverboat, which is a much smaller riverboat entranceway. But you'll notice that that's where our Haunted Mansion is, and their Haunted Mansion is basically directly behind me right now, because they do New Orleans Square. They have a Tiana's place here too, so I'm starting to get hungry. Oop. And we are getting water spritzed on us, and I'm not sure why. This is also the stage for Fantasmic, so if you wanted to see what that looked like.
We're now passing Fowler's Harbor. This is homeport for the 3-masted windjammer, the Columbia, the first American ship to circumnavigate.
So yeah, so this is where they do the you can see it's got a solid stage space there. I don't know if anyone, no one's allowed up on it, but you can wander the island itself.
It became the first American ship to carry the stars and stripes around the world.
We're waving at people because they wave back.
The most famous landmark in this area is Tiana's Foods. built on an old salt dome and home to Tiana's Bayou Adventure.
And they have definitely
From
updated.
Here, you might spot guests making quite a splash.
All right, we're gonna go look at the other side.
So
there's Haunted Mansion.
You're almost there.
And there's Tiana's on the other side. Oh, she's working today. I have ridden that. It's the exact same ride in both coasts, because that's my understanding. And it's copyright, so we're talking over the music. All right, it's music, it's all right. Music we can't hear you ing. Copyright, copyright. It's copyright music, and we're having some fun, so as a side note, as we mentioned, we can't do the filming here on the tour, but since no one's standing together and we're not listening to them, I can't do this.
Tall trees and tall tales about animals that talk, play music, and sing.
I have no idea if she's been talking during this either. And Haunted Mansion again in the distance. So yeah, in our park, it's very much more a how do you explain it? It's
real good sweat throwing one of those.
Oh, I see. We're going backwards. I was looking at the back when my friend is standing at the front. Let's go head that direction.
I've been navigating these parts for years now, but I never get tired.
So this is the barbecue, and then the pathway they're talking about right below here. That's the pathway into Galaxy's Edge.
The stunning rock is an Indian chief, and I do believe he's giving us a sign of peace. That means we're all clear as we head up the Missouri River to the home of the Plains Indians.
Yeah, but up over the top there, that's all Galaxy's Edge. There's a beaver on the bridge, they said. Oh my God. All right, I'm going to get a picture of that. If I get the picture, I'll show you right here.
Close eye on the riverbanks. There's a good chance we might catch a glimpse of moose.
Ducks of Disney. I love the ducks. They are the best ducks of Disney. Duck, 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 duck. We love them. Wasn't that fun? Okay, we just finished well, I'm sorry, you didn't see that part. So, thank you to Paula, our tour guide. She was wonderful. I got to keep my big fancy lanyard. And the ride they added to us is Toontown, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Ironically, I wish she had said something when I said, where are we ending? Because I was looking to get a fast pass, and maybe she did, and I misheard her. But I booked one for myself. So it just gave me another one. I'm thinking that maybe because I saw a Pick Anything Lightning Lane redeemable piece too. So I'm wondering if because I already had it, they just changed it out for me. But that was funny. So I need to get food. And I wasn't actually planning on going to do the flop over pizza at Daisy's, but why don't we go do that and then we can get in the ride. Because it's time for food. So, all right, so Mickey and Minnie's went down. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, their doors are closed, so they've gone down for a little bit. They said try back in about 45 minutes. We'll see. That was my special lightning lane that they gifted. And because I had already chosen that, they switched me out to, okay, I've got, the scarf is doing amazing stuff right now. But I don't want to lose it. So, I don't expect fireworks tonight. This is way too windy. All right, that being said, so what I'm going to do, I rebooked the Haunted Mansion Lightning Lane to 1:15, which is about 15 minutes from now. So we're going to head through Fantasyland back to the front. I want to show you something that I noticed during the tour, that if you have a magic band, you can do. And I have a magic band. Jacket right there. And now I can't see because the scarf. The wind is crazy. I'm hoping you guys can hear me, and I apologize if it's bad. So we're going to exit out of Toontown. We will come back to this because because of the tour, and the one redemption that they gave me are good at any time. I could do this tonight before I head back to the room. So, it's crazy. Okay, so I noticed the Toontown Railway train had just pulled up, and so I went up the ramp thinking I was going to get on. They had tons of seat lift and took off. So I'm not sure the logistics of how many people are allowed on at any given time. I think I heard earlier during today's show that there were 4 trains, so I'm hoping another one's coming relatively soon. That being said, it was only a 5-minute wait, so I don't know. We're about to go through, oh, this is nice. You kind of go through Small World on this one. It'd be really pretty at night. Brain. So we are going to take the train all the way to New Orleans Square and go on Haunted Mansion Holiday there, so I don't have to walk at all. And then I will figure out if and what I want to do there. I definitely want to pick up some churro toffee, which by ingredient is okay. But there's the risk of cross-contamination in the case, so you just have to be aware of that. So just be aware of it. But I am now, I'm just going to save myself some steps. And then we'll hit Fantasyland maybe when we come back to the center, because it was just around the castle and the backside of the castle. We'll make it all work. If you haven't done so already, please remember to like this video, share, subscribe, like, comment down below if you've been to Disneyland or if you're planning a trip and what you're most looking forward to. And don't forget that I don't have a tagline. Singing hey ho, a maiden's life, 1, 2, 3. Hey ho, a maiden's life, won't you drink with me?